Malakim Bet, Chapter 10. There were 70 descendants of Ach'av in Shomron. Yehu wrote letters and sent them to Shomron, to the rulers of Israel, to the leaders, and to the guardians of Achav's son. The letters said, "You have with you your master's sons, also chariots and horses, as well as fortified cities and armor. So as soon as this letter reaches you, choose the best and most suitable of your master's sons. Set him on his father's throne, and fight for your master's dynasty." They were panic-stricken and said, "If the other two kings couldn't withstand him, how will we?" So the administrator of the palace, the governor of the city, the leaders, and the children's guardians sent this message to Yehu: "We are your servants. We will do everything you ask us to. We won't appoint anyone king. Do as you see fit." He wrote a second letter to them, which said, "If you are on my side, if you are ready to obey my orders, then bring the heads of your master's sons to me in Yizre'el by this time tomorrow." Now the 70 sons of the king were with the prominent men who had raised them. When the letter reached them, they seized the king's sons and killed them, all 70 of them, put their heads in baskets, and sent them to Yehu in Yizre'el. A messenger came and told him, "They have brought the heads of the king's sons." He said, "Leave them in 2 piles at the entrance of the city gate until morning." When morning came, he went out, stood before the people, and said, "You are not responsible for the deaths of these men. Yes, I conspired against my master and killed him, but who killed all these? Understand, then, that no part of Adonai's word which Adonai spoke concerning the dynasty of Ach'av falls to the ground, because Adonai has done what he said through his servant Eliyahu." So Yehu killed everyone who remained from the house of Ach'av in Yizre'el, all his leading men, his close friends, and his cohanim, until not one of them was left alive. Then he set out and went to Shomron. On the way he reached a shearing shed for shepherds, where he encountered relatives of Achazyah, king of Yehuda. "Who are you?" he asked. "We are relatives of Achazyah," they answered, "and we're going down to pay our respects to the families of the king and of the queen mother." "Take them alive," said Yehu. They took them alive, 42 men, slaughtered them, and threw them into the shearing shed's pit. He spared not one of them. On leaving there, he happened upon Yehonadav, the son of Rechav, coming toward him. He greeted him and said to him, "Are you wholeheartedly with me as I am with you?" "Yes," answered Yehonadav. "If so, give me your hand." He gave him his hand, and Yehu took him up into the chariot. He said, "Come with me and see how zealous I am for Adonai." So they had him ride in his chariot. On arriving in Shomron, he put to death everyone that Ach'av still had in Shomron, until he had destroyed him, in keeping with the word of Adonai, which he had spoken to Eliyahu. Next, Yehu assembled all the people and said to them, "Ach'av served Baal in limited measure, but Yehu will serve him with full zeal. Therefore summon all the prophets of Baal to me, all his worshippers and all his priests. None of them is to be missing, because I am going to offer a great sacrifice to Baal. Whoever is missing will not remain alive." But Yehu was setting a trap, in order to destroy the worshippers of Baal. Yehu said, "Proclaim a solemn assembly for Baal," and they did so. Yehu sent throughout all Israel, all the worshippers of Baal came, so that there was not one man left that didn't come. They entered the temple of Baal, and the temple of Baal was filled from one end to the other. To the man in charge of the wardrobe he said, "Bring out robes for all the worshippers of Baal." And he brought them clothes. Yehu and Yehonadav, the son of Rechav, entered the house of Baal, and said to the worshippers of Baal, "Search to see that none of the servants of Adonai is here with you, only worshippers of Baal." Then they went in to offer sacrifices and burnt offerings. But Yehu had chosen 80 men to remain outside. He said, "If any of the men I am about to put in your hands escapes, it will be your life for his." As soon as he had finished offering the burnt offering, Yehu said to the guards and officers, "Go in and kill them. Don't let one of them get out." So they killed them with the sword. Then, after the guards and officers had thrown their bodies outside, they went into the temple of Baal's inner shrine, brought out the pillars in the temple of Baal and burned them. Finally, they broke down Baal's standing stone and demolished the temple of Baal, converting it into a latrine, which it still is today. Thus Yehu rid Israel of Baal. However, Yehu did not turn away from the sins of Yarov'am, the son of Nevat, with which he had led Israel into sin. The gold calves that were in Bet-El and Dan. Adonai said to Yehu, "Because you did well in accomplishing what is right from my perspective, and have done to the house of Ach'av everything that was in my heart, your descendants down to the 4th generation will sit on the throne of Israel." But Yehu made no effort to live wholeheartedly according to the Torah of Adonai, the God of Israel, and did not turn away from the sins of Yarov'am, with which he had led Israel into sin. It was during that period that Adonai began to dismember Israel. Hazael attacked them throughout the territory of Israel, east of the Yarden, all the land of Gilad, the Gadai, Reuveni, and Manasseh, from Aroer, by the Arnon River, including Gilad and Bashan. Other activities of Yehu, all his accomplishments, and all his power are recorded in the annals of the kings of Israel. Yehu slept with his ancestors, and they buried him in Shomron. Then Yehoachaz, his son, became king in his place. Yehu ruled over Israel in Shomron for 28 years.